Welcome to subramani.com. We have been talking about financial communication within the family. Today, we will talk about how you, a 35-year-old or a 40-year-old, how are you going to teach money to your children? Very basics. Okay. So let's say your kid is just crossed the stage when he or she was experimenting with everything by tasting it and biting it. So it's a good stage to start, and I remember we could start with coins. Today children don't look at coins, they don't understand coins, but you can still have your 1 rupee coin and 2 rupee coins and 10 rupee coins. Make them understand in terms of size and value, ask them to pick up value. 3 years they really can do all that. Then slightly fast forward, take them to shops and make them make the payment. Okay, I'm going a little against digital India, but I think the best way to make children know that you have to pay something to get something is by using cash. So use your cash, teach them that you withdraw from the ATM, teach them that you have to work somewhere and they put money into the bank and therefore you're withdrawing from the ATM, because children argue, why do you want to go to the office? So you say, I want cash. You say, oh, money is there in the ATM. ATM money comes through this. Get children as they get older to pay salaries to the domestic help you have and thank them for rendering the service. Explain to your children that these people have come here to help you because you are not capable of looking after your own house. So they are doing you a favor, and that favor has to be paid for. So this is a paid service and they are doing this work for you because you are paying them. So let them understand value for money. By the time your child is in 4th standard, 5th standard, maybe even 3rd standard is where you start, is children can go to the shop, buy things and know how much they have to pay. For example, if they pay a 100 rupee note and cost of bread is 40 rupees, they need to know that they get back 60 rupees. They need to know that if they buy milk for 50 rupees and bread for 40 rupees, they'll get back 100 rupees. It is time when their arithmetic skills are tested. So I remember my daughter used to work at home, take a piece of paper, write down, subtract and know how much she has to get back. Great, that's good effort. So that's a good way to start. Teach them about money. By the time they're in 7th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, maybe it's time you took them to the flea markets of the country, wherever, whichever city you are. For people in Bombay, it is obviously Crawford Market. Tell them what is value for money. Tell them a toy or a Barbie doll which costs about 10,000 rupees in a big shop can be had there for about 2,000 rupees. Teach them value, because when you teach them value buying, then you can also teach them that every toy that they have has a price, but if you use it well, it means you have been able to derive value out of it. So teaching them the difference between value, price, all that is very useful. Much later on when they are doing value investing, they will understand and appreciate all this. So these sound very basic, but if you can get your kids to pay for the things that you buy in cash, to calculate when you're buying 3-4 items, how much is the total. Of course the billing is going to happen mechanically, so they need not know, but at least in their mind and in their head they should know what they are buying. So giving your 5th standard kid 100 rupees to buy whatever they want in the shop that you go to is a great experience. And teach them to read labels. Label reading is very important. Right now you start them with label reading in the shops that you go to. Later on in life you will have to teach them label reading in the financial products that they buy. So this is a good beginning. You should teach them that a product which says no sugar could actually have something far worse than sugar, right? So get them into these basic things. So you've covered the up to 3, you have to be very careful that they don't put things in their mouth, right? So that is not an age when you can do anything related to finance. You just playing with them. Then teach them how to separate the coins in terms of value. because they're reasonably familiar with numbers, right? And then you take them to shops, make them pay. They should know the price of bread, the price of a house, price of a car. Involve them, tell them, teach them what is insurance, because it's not just enough leaving them money. You have to also leave them knowledge. And sadly or happily, no school is going to teach them all these basics. So when they learn, suddenly you find in 9th standard, 10th standard, your kid is very different from other kids, very well equipped, can understand, can do transactions. Believe me, when I see older kids unable to do, or parents booking tickets for 11th standard kid, I find it very funny, because you can surely teach them how to handle money, how to do banking, how to go to the bank and get the passbook updated. It's an old skill, but it is worth it, because it's only excuse to go to the bank. Otherwise, anyway, the statement is available online, right? So teach them online banking, teach them all this, and by the time your kid is 14, 15, is completely well equipped to deal with the world. This is not because you are not around, but because when you are around, you can teach. What happens suddenly if you pop it when your kid is 13 and you have not taught them anything? Having term insurance is good, but knowing how to deal with money, what to do, what is the mutual fund, what is term insurance, what is medical insurance. Books are available on my own blog, which is subramani.com. I've done many articles. Parents, this is a great time. There is a lockdown. There is nothing much you can do. Teaching children money is an excellent job that you can do. And I have, when I did a show when I did a talk show in Bangalore, I found a father and a son who had come. And I told the father, excellent that you brought your son. He started laughing. He said, no, my son brought me here. He reads your blog. So both ways it can work. Teach them value, teach them price, teach them money. Only you can do it. Nobody else is going to.